We live. Okay. Um, we fucked up a second ago. I'll say we. It was a group effort. Somebody fucked up. It
Wait,
wasn't me.
bitch, it's you. How the fuck? Bitch, that's
Y'all
you.
go
Bitch,
down
I ain't
with
never
the
been
shit.
Today's
motherfucking me.
episode is about anime and why I ain't never give a fuck with it. About it. Damn. Whatever. I said what I said. Blue.
You trying to rush?
Blue. Tell me your
Yeah.
story again about how, you and your experiences with anime.
I like how it respects the audience in some its assets, as well as, yes, there are bad apples of too much fan service when I want to see, someone just straight up unalive.
Kaizen, tell me your experiences with the animes. Kaizen.
Guys,
I'm here. I'm gonna change this up real quick. I'll change it up.
Okay.
What did you say? The question was my first experience or first time?
Nah, not first time, but I would say like your experiences, what you like about anime. Why do you fuck with it?
No, bro, that's all. It's not a hard question, but it's like I don't know. It's here or there.
That's
There'll be
understandable.
some really good. There'll be some really good ones, like honestly, this is an easy question. Animation, simple. You
Alright.
got JJK, bro, with that clean animation, bro. Nappa, bro, they go to studio and shit. So yeah, I guess it's just the choreography of the fights and the animation.
Okay. Aloe vera sauce. Tell me your
I like any anime that's not shonen. If it's not shonen, I like it because shonen has this bad, horrible habit of plot holes and dumb side characters that end up taking over the entire plot. Like, it genuinely brings an irritation to my innards when we were watching JoJo. In that, I don't know what part it was, but it was the one before part 4. It was part 4, I think, right? And you remember when it was that final fight and his revive juice he's not supposed to be able to revive people, right? That's his whole thing. He can heal, but he can't bring people back to life. Out of nowhere, magically, he only wins the fight because someone plot armored him into reviving his side character, which is literally the Patrick of the show. That's another thing. I think Japan loves Patrick. I think they love Patrick. I think that's their icon idol because every dumb character is either at the same level or worse than Patrick, and it's just too much. Like I can't. I can't. I would rather watch Coco Melon sometimes. So that's all. That's just how I feel about it. I just feel like if it's not shonen, if it's like something that's actually not just some weird 12-year-old boy screaming the whole time, I'm dead. I can watch it. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear them having an orgasm while they're shooting out an attack. Like I'm so sorry. Yeah, but if it's not shonen, I can get with it.
Damn, JoJo.
That's understandable. JoJo is shonen. That is what happens in a lot of anime. I also do not fuck with that. I like some animes and mangas that are shonen. And I can understand why they have them shout out attacks. In the manga, it's a lot better because in my head, I don't imagine them yelling that shit out. I imagine that is just the book telling me that's what the move is called, instead of like them actually shouting it out. So it's like they have an actual smart fight. Because if they actually just shouting out what they gonna do, you see it coming, the enemy don't move out the way, that's your entire fault of you getting your ass beat. That nigga's not strong. You just dumb.
I mean, either the person's too cocky or whatever, or you think they can tank that shit.
Anime characters do that a lot too. But it's also the fact that anime characters just sit there and tank shit sometimes just because it's a really big, cool-looking attack and everybody wants to see the bad guy die.
Or
stop coming for Bleach's neck like that, all right?
I love Bleach. I love
this.
Bleach. I'm not
Shit
gonna
that
hold
pisses
you.
me off.
Not Bleach.
Everyone can agree with this, right? Why do side characters just sit there and watch the main nigga get beat up as if it's supposed to be a 1v1? Since when are we doing fair fights when it's life or death?
They
Well,
get their ass beat.
well,
Get their ass. No, it's fun. Wait, Blue, can I say something real quick?
Go for it.
RDC did a video about it, bro. It was hilarious. I remember. It was like when you're not the main character or some shit, and it was funny because they were seeing like these two people fight, right? And the side character thought he was the main character. I think he got hit once. He just got laid out. That's why they don't help, because they know they're gonna get their ass beat.
And then someone
Here's my thing though, Kai. They end up dying anyway, so they might as well just use your life to help me out.
They don't know that. They don't know that.
They end up dying anyway.
They don't know that.
I swear to God, the Cell Saga and Dragon Ball would have been much, much shorter if they just jumped that nigga in the Cell games.
Yeah,
They did at the end.
Oh my God! No.
At the end, after the main character died.
I mean, after Vegeta got his back broke, would you fight Cell?
If we could jump the nigga, who didn't break that nigga back at this point?
Oh,
Who let the battering McDonald's arches hairline nigga put fucking what's his name? Oh my God, he was jealous of somebody. I can't remember it. Damn it, he's like that dummy strong little kid, and he sent him to a whole nother planet as a baby, so he couldn't be stronger than his own son. Broly, that pissed me off. Like you're instead of being smart and being like, hey, maybe I can recruit Broly as one of my soldiers, one of my niggas. Nah, let me just send him to a whole nother planet because I'm jealous, and he'll be stronger than anything in this entire universe.
You're right about that.
And I'm not gonna hold you. Vegeta's pride is honestly his downfall for the simple fact that nigga let Cell get powered up and then got folded for it, and then nobody else said, yo, let's jump this nigga now. Let's not let Cell do what he want anymore. Let's not try. Trunks is the only one, and nobody listened. But nobody listened. He's the only one that made sense, and nobody listened.
Trunks did. Bulma wanted to. Krillin and Tien wanted to do that, but
nobody else listened. Side characters, so they don't get a voice.
But the thing is though, when Vegeta saw Trunks trying to do, he slapped the fuck out of him. He said,
And the funny shit is too, Bulma said, y'all guys are idiots, just kill him now. And Goku said, well, he didn't do anything wrong yet. It'd be wrong to kill him now.
And then fucking Trunks right there coming from a whole ruined future's like, nigga, my whole life is ruined because of shit like this.
It's like if America got the chance to take Russia out finally for good, and we just said, nah, they good. And then World War III happens, and we just, end of the world.
Jesus.
End of the world. That's why I'm telling you, I hope in the future we get a shift in anime culture and non-shonen starts to finally blow up the way it deserves to. Because there are so many good actual stories that don't involve SpongeBob and Patrick running around sparing people's lives.
JJK. Definitely.
Exactly.
That's shonen though.
Yeah, but have you seen JJK?
I mean, Shonen's starting to diverse. They're starting to diverse with it.
They're starting to be diverse, and they start but at the same time, at the end of the day, it's still just niggas yelling their special moves. Shonen. Yeah, because JJK, they do that too.
Shonen is better in manga.
Yeah,
Shonen
it sells.
Yeah.
Shonen is better in manga, and manga doesn't sell as well as an anime will sell.
Mm-hmm.
In America. In Japan, they love reading, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we, nigga,
the manga's
people turn the subtitles off in America.
Yeah.
Bro, that reminds me of Promised Neverland. That shit got so dirty.
That's also another thing I wanted to bring up of why I ain't never fucked with it. The animation, of course, sometimes it's pretty good. But I'm not gonna hold you. Anime in general is a broke industry for the people, for everybody that's not the executives. Because if you, of course, you say Studio Mappa, all those big animator studios, you want to know how much those animators get paid?
Not enough.
That nigga's broke!
And they're on a time crunch too, so whenever there's bad animations, I can't feel bad.
There's so much crunch with it. There's a lot of crunch. like you got these manga chapters gotta be made every week. As they're being like, as soon as you see that shit on your phone or like in the book, that shit came out as soon as that nigga was done with it.
Yep.
You know what's funny?
Huh.
Oh my god.
I would say because like anime, yeah, it's a broke industry, but at the same time, it's like, why do anime fans act like it's like the highest tier?
Oh my god.
Because they like it, I guess.
And
They
it's
like
the
it.
craziest part. I was gonna say that they love to make fun of Netflix anime, right?
Mm-hmm.
They actually pay their animators, and that's why the shit genuinely has better scenes most of the time. But they're like, it's Netflix. It's not straight from the ramen bowl, so it doesn't count.
That shit's crazy because fucking even because like My Hero, right? I remember I was on Twitter and I hate fucking Twitter for the My Hero shit, bro. There was literally some people being mad that the ass cheeks weren't as thick as the damn manga panels, bro. So you not mad at a single ass cheek not being as thick that they didn't make it as thick enough to the anime, bro. If anything, it should be thick enough. Because they always making them sexualizing the anime. So it's like
That's fucking the anime's the show's not even about that neither.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm a creep for flirting with a girl. Whatever.
At this point, anime fans just want like they literally just want it to be porn that's allowed to be broadcasted.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even about the content anymore. They don't. A lot of the time, the story gets washed out by the titties. It doesn't even matter at this point. Like,
Yeah.
Like what was that one show?
Racial breeding. What's that?
The show Dre watched. What was it? Interspecies.
Interspecies reviewer. That was the closest thing. That was the closest thing to broadcasted porn.
And people got mad tight when they got canceled. They got canceled because
it was basically porn. It was so fucking close to porn. Like, I thought it was kind of funny at times, but I will not expect that shit to ever get another season of anime. There was so much, like you could not make fan art of that show that looked more sexual than the show. It couldn't be done.
It made them feel comfortable.
oh my god.
I heard
unless they air it on like a different broadcast that's not Funimation, then no.
Yeah.
Can we talk about?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
no, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say the musty anime hood niggas. I genuinely hate that breed of human being. It is so stank. Like, I don't know what it is. They be showing shower scenes in anime, and that's the only scene they won't recreate in real life. Like, I literally can't stand people. Like, and it's always at like a convention or something that I go to. It's like, I've been to video game places, right? They don't all stink, but anime, I don't know. It's always been stank. It has always been a just musty moment. And when it be the hood niggas, they be acting like, oh yeah, I get bitches. I be fucking on my waifu hoes and shit. I'm like, shut up. Like you make anime your whole personality, and then when people shit on it because they have the right to, because most of the time they're getting paid nothing, so your animations look like Roblox studios. You get upset. You get upset with them, and you can't disagree with the facts. Netflix animation just literally has a higher budget, so the shit just looks better most of the time.
That reminded me of this one thing I've seen, like,
and then on a time crunch.
There was this one nigga I've seen like a few years ago. I'm not dropping his name. It was a YouTuber. He voiced he made songs. No free club, but also because I don't want to start beef. Because I'm about to say something bad about that nigga. Cause he makes raps, and every single one of his raps is about lowlies. You know, little bitches. He's talking. He calls it. He was talking about some. Oh yeah, they call me senpai. My little sister Onichan be bouncing on my dick real high. I'm like, oh hell no. That's what I'm saying.
Cringe.
And he made a lot of songs like that. Like a lot of songs like that.
Wait, is it that guy who made that song called Senpai?
Yes.
Oh, I used to bump that shit when I was younger, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Like that one was the only good song, because every other song he made, he was talking about, oh yeah, I fucked that little sister. I'm like, oh hell no.
I'll say this, right? Okay.
Oh, my bitch is 11.
There are little people, right? There are little people We're not going to use the M slur. That is a slur. There are little people, right? And they do exist. And it is a very complicated dilemma because they are adults, but they do look like children, right? However, when it comes to lollies, a lot of the time, some of them genuinely are written as kids. They are. And that's and I've heard anime fans be like, "Well, little people deserve love too." Okay, they're adults in the real world. These are human beings who can consent to things. You are talking about a fictional children. You're talking about a child who, and they never. Here's the thing: they're never written sexually. A lot of the times, the lollies are just normal people, and then people just take like a grain of titty and make a whole field. They make a whole field.
You will never, ever see somebody more evangelical than a nigga that likes lolly porn. Them niggas will ride or die for that more than a Christian would ride or die for Jesus.
Oh my!
I've seen niggas on Twitter. It wasn't just like the Easter egg, I just like it. It's like, no, you're wrong. I like this, and it's right for me to like this. You're wrong for thinking it's wrong, bitch.
Funny thing is though too. Oh wait, you can finish. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
I was gonna say the funny thing is too. I hate the fucking anti-Twitter because it's like they're so wishy-washy. It's like you have people like that, right? That'll defend that shit, but then like then people start beef. What was that shit called? Uzaki, whatever the fuck. They were saying, oh, she's underage, but the bitch was in college.
That bitch was in college. Yeah. She had big ass titties. Like, that was the one time that it was okay.
That shit was so stupid.
People are given so much information, yet they choose to riot about something that's not even there. Like a lot of things, you just look up a lot of information and know. Oh, okay. Like I don't mean to change the topic, but I was in a call talking to people, and it was Dead by Daylight, right?
Right.
And one of the characters is a ghost, and people are saying, "Oh, they're underage because still in school." I said, "Are you sure in school, not as in college?" So I did research. And underneath all like this like, you know, when you look for research, you see the lies, and when you get past the lies, you see, oh, they were in college, they're over 18, yada yada. But people stop at school and just push that agenda saying that they're too young. So a lot of that stuff always happens with anime too.
Oh my god, I can relate to that because back when I was in college, right? And this is when I was single, and I would tell guys, "Hey, I'm in school." They like would instantly freak out. I'm like, first of all, college exists, by the way. We still call it school. It is so annoying to like. Oh, it's so weird because they start reacting weird and they're like, "Oh, well, you know, you're in school." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in college. I just bought my first semester. Chill out."
Yeah.
It just because you got to look more into it, like what you're saying. You can't just take it from what you're hearing. You need to like do all your full background.
That's facts.
There's even context clues in anime too. It's crazy, but it's there.
Fucking shit. You can tell who's old enough.
Oh my god! And speaking of which, right, hentai. Why has it been normalized to draw CP? Like why is that? No, I have had that question for years as to why I can just go on Google and search R34 and type the anime in and see CP. Why is that?
I wish I could answer you.
How? Like,
I'll DM you it.
Who is sitting here saying, yeah, you know, it's just normal to see that on there. That's just CP.
People say it's normal because like it's just so like active and happens often. But niggas say it's normal, just honestly just don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck that like and think that society shouldn't change. That's just how the way it is, and like because that's the way it is, it shouldn't change. Niggas are weird.
Yeah, it's fucking.
I wish I could answer you, but it's been a real problem with even the mangakas getting canceled over it because they have CP on their computer. So it's very prevalent, not only in the West but also in the East.
And I get the argument; it's fictional, it's not real. But okay, there is a moral like line. There's like a line in the sand that's saying, okay, even though it's fake, it's still weird. Like
it's the intentions of your imagination. It's not criminal. It's just disgusting until you act upon it and purchase things that have actual children in danger with that.
Like
I'll still cancel you for being disgusting, but I'm not gonna like say you need to be locked up for it. You're just weird.
Yeah, you're just like your mentality's ready. You need to be watched. Somebody needs to be watching you because it just genuinely does make me feel gross. Like seeing kids that are into anime, knowing that they're gonna eventually stumble upon somebody that looks like them at their age being drawn in a pornographic way. Like it's I imagine being a kid seeing someone that looked like Miles Morales. Imagine if he was drawn in porn. Like that would be gross for a lot of and that's imagine being a black kid that be like, hey yo, I look just like that nigga. That's a cool superhero. Sees him in porn. Why the fuck do I look like that?
Dragon has never been the same since.
A bunch of porn of Miles fucking Gwen. So
yep, and Penny too.
Was Ratatouille in New York? Off topic.
That was in France.
Oh, cause I was like, girl, he got rats up there too. You know, Ratatouille.
Flushed away.
Flushed away.
I forgot that movie existed.
But
oh my god, Dragon reminds me of Chicken Little.
No, Freshie does. Freshie does.
Damn, Stuart Littles.
Oh my god,
I hate it so
little
much.
rat.
Nah, but anime, I think it's also good because it. I'm sure Kai would agree with this because it inspires a lot of Western stuff like that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show, and it looks pretty good. It's pretty solid. Like I haven't seen it continuously, but I've seen clips, and it's pretty good.
Because they're not Shogun. They don't script. Western people don't.
Alright.
Western shows
slander. I'm sick of this slander.
Western anime does not do that. They just genuinely don't. Like I'd rather. And I understand the culture of it, but it's for kids. That's why it's never gonna die, right? Because they like Jay was telling me, it was like, well, the reason why they scream like that is because it's supposed to like make kids entertain and kids screaming, and they write it. First of all, it's written for little boys. Because
Shonen translate to Shonen literally translate to young boy.
Young boys, yes, girls do.
So that it is because that's who it caters to. That's the literal genre. That's what I'm saying.
Because
it
caters. I know there's girls that watch it. Yes, I know everyone watches anime, but it's the way it's written. It's written in a masculine tone, and I if they would stop screaming, I could deal with the dumb characters. But when you're dumb and screaming, and then you have JoJo's dad saying, "Oh no!"
All right. You stop watching JoJo. It's oversaturated with that.
To be fair, for JoJo, they do that for comedy. That's mad. They do that shit a lot.
I would stop doing it for JoJo. No, because you know what? No, the JoJo community will never let Part 3 just go. They will never let it go.
Is this true, Drake?
They won't.
Do you like Part 3?
I hate Part 3.
He doesn't like it. It's just that the community, it's the McDonald's of JoJo. They will never, ever, like, it doesn't matter how bad. Dio Brando could come out as a pedophile, and they would still be like, oh,
shit.
Hey.
That's literally just Ahsoka.
I was gonna say the same thing. Ahsoka.
And bitches still love that nigga.
And Hunter x Hunter is not shonen. It's just
It is shonen actually. Yeah.
Let's talk about that real quick.
Oh my god.
People be falling for these damn fucking evil ass, vile ass characters. But when Bakugo first came out, every bitch is like, I wanna fuck Bakugo. It's like, bitch, if you knew a person like that in real life, you're not talking to him. Right, he yells at everybody.
He'd abuse your ass.
He literally said. Remember that one episode? He literally said, if you want to go KYS yourself, go do it somewhere else. I'm like, you're not talking to nobody like that. You're not talking to nobody like that.
It's crazy how bitches would love a nigga like that, but then say Chris Brown is wrong.
Oh, it's all right. Clip that and post on Twitter.
Wait, don't clip that. Wait, no, nigga, I'm gonna get canceled. No. They're gonna get taken out of context. Wait.
Your mic is peaking because you're screaming. Your mic is peaking.
I won't clip it.
You know I'm gonna get canceled.
Oh, now you're scared of being canceled after all the things you've done?
Well, that one's bad.
You're not wrong though.
You're so lucky, Real Street.
You're not
You're not
wrong.
wrong.
Bringing it up, but you know what I'm talking about.
It needs the
At same time,
context.
though, Chris Brown is still chilling though, and girls still want to get with him. So
That's true.
Actually, hold on.
Yeah.
Chris Brown recently got exposed for kicking dark skins out of his parties. He doesn't like
God.
dark skinned women and near his sections at the club.
Jesus.
Wow, and I don't like light skins.
Fuck.
I'm the
Yeah,
guy in face.
he ain't chilling. He's still on his caramel light skin phase.
Mhm.
Caramel.
One thing I also-
you were cool with it.
One thing I also dislike about anime, well, no, just anime fans, I dislike how the fucking discourse between sub and dub, for the simple fact
Oh
that
my!
that when in certain like with certain dubs, that like the dubbing team does their best to localize it instead of just a raw translation, and anime fans do not like that. Because when it comes to a raw translation, certain words don't just have like a straight translation. And also, if it was just a straight translation, a lot of it would sound a lot grosser and worse than what it actually does sound like compared.
Yeah.
Because they just have either bad like language or the comedy aspect that they trying to do just isn't funny at all. And then when they localize it, they rewrite it to like an actual funny joke or something that Americans and more of the West can understand culture-wise.
Yeah. Like the word world is like it's the same as universe in Japan too. So
And they
Oh
got
my-
censor stuff.
Do y'all know that anime?
censor a lot of things.
Do y'all know that anime?
The Dragon
Oh,
Ball
sorry.
Z Gohan. Oh wait. I was gonna say the Dragon Ball Z Gohan talking to Pooh.
Mhm.
Oh,
my
call him the R.
Yeah,
Call
the
him the R
R.
word. Yeah.
One thing that's also dumb to me too is in anime like discourse with this is in certain animes it makes more sense for the characters of speaking English. But then the Japanese crowd says no, the sub is better. But in this case, no it isn't, for the simple fact that thematically it's better for in dub. And also, it sounds almost the exact same sometimes. It's just that you fetishize the Japanese language so hard that you think that it sounds better because it gets your dick a little
Oh
tingle.
my god!
No.
It'd be
Because
like
sometimes sub deliver better dub deliveries.
My nigga, in this season, they are in New York. That man is talking to a black kid. He is 5. You tell me that
Alright,
5-year-old black kid from Harlem knows Japanese? You gotta be
Alright.
sucking toes.
All right. So for that case, we don't need a sub or a dub because New York is a completely different atmosphere. So I
Right.
think it
To be
should be
honest,
sub,
That's
dub,
my thing,
and
actually.
punk.
If the anime, if it takes place in America, why are you getting
Yeah.
pissed when they dub it?
Mhm.
It's obvious. They're not going to be speaking Japanese in New York. I'm
Thematically,
sorry
yes, this makes-
for all y'all nerds out there who jerk y'all dick off their hentai and like hearing shit. I really want one day for somebody, because when they be getting them tattoos, right? And
Oh,
Japanese and
yeah.
Chinese, they get scuffed every time. First of all,
Yup.
they never say what they're actually saying.
Mhm.
It's always like it just says Korean barbecue when they think they say hentai baddie or some cringe. Like it always is translated
baddie.
completely wrong. And like Ariana Grande, she got a tattoo, I think on one of her knuckles or something, and it was in like Korean letters, and she thought it meant like love and happiness, and it really said barbecue chicken. It said barbecue chicken. So a whole bunch of people, the
no
K-pop
way.
community came together and said, "Girl, that says barbecue chicken," but okay.
Ain't no way.
So like stop, just stop, just be real.
Mhm.
You,
And
Do your research.
And it's
Americans
crazy 'cause-
always.
Oh,
You
go
go
ahead. I was about to say
I was
it's
gonna say-
crazy. Also, man, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just say go ahead and just talk like that.
Because we both said go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right.
You go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Americans love like ever since like the 90s, like with like it'll be Indian culture, it'll be Muslim culture. It'll be literally any culture. We just gotta take it to the extreme, don't we? We gotta get tattoos in their language. We gotta do everything they do. Like, girl, y'all get we get Shakira for like what 2 decades, and now everybody can hip dance. Like, you bitches, y'all need to stay in your motherfucking lanes. If you in Alabama, fuck your cousin. If you in New York, eat a rat. Like, just
because it's exotic. It's the idea of it being exotic that appeals to them.
But then they get mad when people who are from there call them out. It's like, hey, you literally look stupid. You look like a clown. Like, you're embarrassing.
What do you know?
I was gonna say,
bitch, I'm from there.
They be getting upset too, like, cause like there be couple shit. What was happening? What was that one? I'm trying to think of one thing. Okay, so I remember there was some shit in the My Hero shit in the Doctor or whatever. It was this character, and he had a symbol on his back. It was supposed to be like, even though it wasn't a reference to it, it was just coincidence. It was like people thought he was referencing the, the gas shit that happened in Japan, like where they, and America got so tight about that, but the Japanese people were like, bro, why y'all? What's wrong with y'all?
It means peace. It's terrible that Germany ruined that symbol, but it means peace. That's why Ichigo has it on his hilt. So they should got mad at Ichigo too.
But we can't act like Japan wasn't with Germany in World War II though. So
yeah, Hawaii.
So like,
funny part is though, here's my take on it, right? We always like, and not we, because it's not us, but in particular, but like, a lot of American people will try to like when a white person is on Twitter apologizing for someone doing something black or something, and then you get a whole bunch of white people in the reply saying it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's like,
apology wasn't for you.
like, did the Jewish community get upset when they did that? Maybe, but were they gonna go on an all-out war on Twitter and call them out like that? No, because it's not. If they're not doing it, why do we have to? They don't need someone to stand up for them. They don't. We don't need someone to stand up for us. We as black people can just say straight up, no, this is just how it is, and we don't like it. We don't need you, Karen, Emma, and Christopher saying my black friend over here is actually offended, even though they're not saying anything about it. But yeah, so yeah.
Speaking of that, well, I forgot what it was, but did you know that they're changing the word slavery in history books?
What the fuck?
That's wild.
I forgot to what though. It was by force movement. It's something so odd. I read it and I was dying laughing.
No
Al,
way.
do you remember?
I don't, but I know
it's like it's a 2-word thing now. It's like just call it slavery.
Indentured servitude, right?
Yeah.
Indentured servitude. They're gonna change it to indentured servitude so it sounds less harsh. First of all,
there are slaves everywhere. Africa had slaves before America had slaves. Egypt's right there. Indian people had slaves. Asian people had slaves.
It's okay to mention everyone else having slavery, right? Even Irish people had slaves. They had a slave trade. But yeah, it's okay because because we're black, we don't gotta slaves. Y'all just niggas.
Yeah, we own ourselves too. Native Americans had slaves too.
Exactly.
But it kind of like upsets me when people go like, man, white people ruined everything when they made slavery. It's like, no, they were the last people to have slaves, if anything.
Yeah. It's just that white people kind of did take it real far to like exchanging them to other countries and selling it like a product. At least when
Africa did that. Africa sold
do y'all remember the what's the story?
The white people that invaded Africa.
It was the what's it called? Shit. It was this black prince, and he was like, he'd be like the richest person on earth right now, with the way that money works and everything. Yeah, and so what ended up happening was like when he died, of course, all his money was like stolen because slave trades and everything. And you have the people. First of all, I want to say this. I wish I could go back in time and tell them natives, hey, you see that ship coming? Yeah, just kill it, please, because they're about to kill y'all. And so I know you're trying to be nice and peaceful, but no, baby, this ain't the time. That's number one.
Literally ain't the time.
I'm pissed when I read the story. I'm like, bruh, y'all should have killed them. They had no weapons too. It was poor, crusty, dusty Caucasians who had yellow teeth. They had yellow teeth.
Hold on, we getting off topic.
Oh,
yeah, we all get off of anime. We talking about slavery.
No, because that brings back to anime about slavery.
There was an anime about slavery? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What was that anime, Dre? You saw it? It had Dizzy. You saw it. It was the one with the black guy's the main character.
Yasuke?
It was the samurai,
Yasuke, yes, samurai, yes, sir.
and they tried to wash the black off of him.
Yeah. He wasn't really a slave.
Yeah.
Wait, no, he was in the beginning. He was bought out as a slave, and he worked for. Then he worked as like a samurai for the what's it called?
Yep.
And then they did some
That's
stupid
weird,
ass magic
too.
in that fucking show for some reason. I hated that
And
part.
that Viking show that Kai showed me. What was that Viking show again, Kai?
And funny thing is, actually, Dre, it's not off topic because do you know initially, you know how racist a lot of Asian culture is towards black people?
Let me tell you. Wait, please. Let me tell you. One of the main reason why I said I ain't never fucked with anime was this one time I seen on Twitter. This one scene from this anime. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a bunch of fucking anime bitches in school that they were talking about like, man, I'd love to be a soul sister, and then out of nowhere they just started putting blackface on. I was like, whoa! Then they started like, yeah, soul sister, and they all just started singing R&B and shit, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. It's funny too because I saw a meme, and it's a black guy who's defending this Asian guy from a white person, right? I forgot what the context was, and in the bottom text, you remember that scene from Naruto where he's giving him the thumbs up to Sakura?
Yeah.
The Asian guy said, "Thanks, hard R."
I was gonna say two things. I was gonna say two things real quick. The first thing was like, yeah, that was pretty bad. But like for some of them though, they be trying to like, you know how in One Piece, Usopp gives Luffy the pep talk with the afro saying, you know, we have the strength of an African warrior or some shit.
He say, you know, they said the blacks are champs, or is it the champs are black? And either way, they said Usopp was from Africa with those big ass jigabaloos. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I just.
Yeah, and the second thing was, but also like, yeah, they really don't fuck with us. Cause I remember during the whole during the whole Trump thing, where they were like, you know, where the police were throwing like gas bombs and stuff. It was like chaotic. I remember there was this one dude who showed a screenshot of him talking to the Japanese people. Like, why aren't y'all helping us during this time? Like with the whole Trump thing, they were like, the fuck? Like what?
Bro, we just white with a little bit of flavor.
One of them literally said, I think slavery should still exist. I think y'all should still be slaves, to be honest.
Oh, like, Lord.
Oh, shit.
Yo.
I was like, yo, chill.
I've seen two mangas. And there probably is a whole bunch of more where they just threw in a random black guy and made him an R word. I don't know if I can say it. You know, sexual offender.
They had him.
There's only a few that be like honoring, like the Soul Eater creator. He
had some cool black people. Like I was so shook when I read those mangas and I seen that. I was like, this is the only black person you have in it, and you made him a big dumb goon that does that to people, to little boys. Why?
There's also another black man anime, Air Gear. Ayo.
I've never seen it. I don't want to. Also,
I'm not a nerd. What does that mean?
I don't know. Some show.
SAO. There's also one SAO too with that bald black man running a bar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that bald black man. He does
also
nothing.
One thing that's also funny, that is funny how anime permeated our society, is look at me. I'm the only one of my kind, for the simple fact that I am a VTuber that is not using an anime type VTuber model. All of them are using anime shit.
Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong. You know that Pixar filter.
That Pixar filter. That's not a VTuber. That's just a fucking Snapchat filter over somebody.
What about the GTA? What about the GTA VTubers where they use GTA models and they look?
Okay, that's a good point.
It ain't so.
That's actually real. That's actually real.
I hate that.
But there's a whole bunch of majority of VTubers use the anime type models, and like I could kind of get it. Like when it started, the main reason that was popular was for the simple fact that like, oh my god, there's an anime girl on a Twitch chat. I can I can message them. Oh my fucking god. I can message an anime girl. Oh my god. Can I give her money? Oh my god. Can I get her merchandise if I give her money? Oh my fucking god.
Patreon and everything, bro.
Oh the fuck. Imagine she got feet pics on that Patreon, dog. Oh my god.
Imagine if she does mukbangs. I want her to barb at my face.
Oh my fucking god. That reminded me. Last night, Dragon put a fucking... watched a fucking VTuber feet fucking podcast. They were just sitting there talking about feet for some hours.
See,
it was popular VTubers too.
To a kid?
It was popular VTubers too, and that was the funniest shit to me because like I didn't watch it, but Dragon was dead ass sitting there watching it, and they were actually talking like they were just talking about feet fetishes. They were actually like talking about the science of feet and shit, and I was just sitting here like, nigga, why are you watching?
Must have been bored, dog.
I mean,
this just reminds me of like
as a kid, right?
This just reminds me of the fact that why America we allow like not the VTuber thing. I don't care about that. I'm just talking about like some of the anime that they allow to be ported over here. But yeah, we can't get the old Cartoon Network adult shows back when they used to say stuff and do stuff. Like I want 16 and the old. I want old Total Drama back. I don't want the new censored one. I want the one where they was Heather titties and cussing. I want all of that ratchet shit back. I don't need.
I want Total Drama back.
16, to be honest though,
stay or go. I don't care. It was kind of just there for me. Yeah. Granted, I was like, I wasn't big when it came out anyway. I wasn't 16 when it came out, so I can relate. But
yeah, to be honest, like for that reason, it's like I don't know. It's like for America, between like the reason why they do that is like we're becoming more softer with our children because like back in the day, they had like you said, Total Drama Island 16. They had fucking like literally the first episode of Adventure Time. They were talking about sexy hot and all that. I was like
crazy.
And
it was crazy.
Yeah, and it's like nowadays they would never say no shit like that.
I feel like if it's a kid show, it should have like a lesson by the end of the day in the episode, or at least in the show in general. But in a lot of anime and cartoon don't do that. They just have random nonsense just for the nonsense fact. And if they do, and sometimes and they have a message, but it's the absolute wrong fucking message you should listen to.
But sometimes there's like silver linings, like that show you saw with Kai Murphy. It was the one with the frogs.
Amphibia. Yeah, that was a pretty good show. I liked it.
And a few shows like that, even Steven Universe, they have these silver lines where you can read between the lines of what's happening. So there is no message. It's just the delivery of the whole show that tells you what's right and wrong. So those are good.
I know this. Wait, I know this is anime, but can I talk shit on Steven Universe real quick?
Oh, please do.
Okay, Steven Universe did kind of have a message on the simple thing of like, no matter what people do to you, forgive them.
Oh, what?
Listen, the whole fucking, the main fucking people, the fucking diamonds, those are the main enemies. They did a whole bunch of bad shit. They basically committed genocide across the universe. Forgive them.
Holy shit.
They're basically Steven's family. Forgive them. They're family. We're forgiving them. That's whatever.
Full on forgive? Not like forgive and forget?
Full on forgive and forget. They became friends. They were all happy and healthy afterwards.
You gotta see this, right? Those are three gods. He cannot beat them. When they had the gem war, he barely evaded them. And then they gave up on trying to fight him. But he can't beat them, so that's literally his only option. He has to make them nice.
Okay.
It's like Jesus. It's like Jesus trying to fight his dad for flooding the earth. That nigga is not winning.
What do you mean? Jesus got bodied by 8 men.
He couldn't. No, but like Jesus literally had to beg his dad, like, hey, just use my body as a sacrifice, but don't flood the earth again and don't kill humans. And then he was like, okay, cool, because he ain't beating his dad.
Okay, cool.
He's not beating God.
Well, Jesus ain't even a violent nigga anyway. But at the same time, this is very different for the simple.
Man.
It's
let's power scale Jesus right now.
I'm not saying about Jesus, nigga. I'm talking about Steven.
Power scaling him, bro.
His physical feats pretty amateur. He can hardly.
I hate you.
We talking about Steven. We're doing this. No,
I'm talking.
no.
I'm saying though,
Oh,
they
you
didn't
go
have.
ahead,
They didn't have to write those bitches that strong. They could have made. Steven was a diamond too. He could have been strong too. They could have gotten him. They could have had some big ass dickhead weapon that the humans could have made because they got human technology or whatever. They could have made. They could have done something. There could have been a new faction that knew the gems were bad, and Steven could have helped them beat the fuck out of the gem. But nope. Forget the Nazis. They're family. It's whatever.
She
Sound like
is
some fairy tale type
she
shit, bro.
is a terrible writer.
I mean, shit, Steven is too, though. He is one of them. He just doesn't know it because he doesn't have the memories of it. But he was one of them too.
Mm-hmm. And he just said, they're family. Forgive them. It's whatever.
That sounds like some fairy tale type shit.
Nah, Kai.
I wanted to say something about the
Fairy
lessons.
tale.
Tell me about the
Fairy
lessons.
tale is a fairy
Oh.
tale.
A fairy tale. Bro,
Blue.
didn't you say the dude, the big dragon dude? I forgot his name.
I know.
Fucking killed everybody.
Yeah.
And then he forget. He said we could be friends. Like what?
No. After the end, he was like, you know what? I was in the wrong. We are friends. And just disappears.
What the fuck is that?
That's words.
But
That's
it's a fairy tale. It's literally a fairy tale, so it has to have a happy ending. So
That's some bullshit. I would kill him, bro. Kill him.
but he only killed villains. So, but still, killing is killing. What you saying, Alo?
Tell me what's up, Alo.
I was gonna say, so we're talking about how children's shows, and I know Boondocks isn't a children's show, but everybody's kid watched that shit. Let's be real. You can't.
I didn't watch
maybe-
it. My parents
Except for
watched
Like-
it.
me. Except for me.
Okay, and I was gonna say about it was like, okay, their lesson about homophobia was like, hey, you know, they were trying to make fun of it instead of teaching you like homophobia is bad. They were just putting it in your face of like real homophobic niggas that just did not fuck with gay people, right?
Riley.
And-
Look at the Riley episode.
The whole
Mhm.
lesson.
Dressed up in a beat wear skirt.
Homies over homies.
Mhm.
Homies over homies.
That was a lesson taught badly because instead of showing that like they shouldn't be like that, they showed, hey, here's a kid that's funny. He does that.
And
You be that kid? No.
the whole American like community just like we just sat there and was like, I knew that they were making fun of him, but the way they wrote it, you just had a whole bunch of drunk 20-year-olds watching it thinking, we don't like them. Like, girl, it was just bad. Like they didn't do it. Like they did it. They did their best, but like it has the Steven Universe effect where it's like, honestly, the lesson wasn't defined. It was more of just like, we're gonna show you a million examples, and if you don't get it, you're just bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
I agree with
And-
that.
oh no, go ahead.
You like, I was gonna say the Steven Universe thing. Like, the main reason a lot of people like it is because it was really Cartoon Network's first ever expression of like lesbians and like gay people on the show too. Because you got to think, before Steven Universe, we had small hints at it, but this show's entire cast, including Steven, had LGBT like and queer like, you know, hints and like characters. So that's another reason why I don't agree with how good the show is. I think some people overhype it, but I will say like it was Cartoon Network did do a good job at showing that like there were other sides to like the community besides just, you know, Boondocks.
Mm-hmm.
Just wish someone else wrote it.
Yeah, it was fucking. I remember speaking of the LGBT shit. I remember looking up the Lightyear shit, like looking up the Lightyear shit. I got a notification, and that shit's really getting banned over countries over that little gay couple scene with like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, that shit's fucking wild. It wasn't even that bad of a scene. It was like a small ass kiss, and then because it wasn't like a little like montage type shit. It was like a little, and I'm like, it's getting banned over that small ass scene.
Yeah.
Scene?
People think watching like LGBTQ things
LGBTQ.
turns kids gay. And I'm sorry, I'm bad with
I
know. I'm messed up so much.
Elemental P
Keep
people.
going. I had to keep going.
It got crazy because it got rated 18 and up, and like it got rated 18 and up in like Arabia or some shit.
Bro,
How?
as a
It's
kid,
not gay.
all I grew up was watching Shrek, straight couple, Disney princesses, straight couple, straight.
Right.
Look at me, I'm the gayest person you guys know.
Well,
Literally.
right there.
Oh, yeah.
Dragons right there.
Why is he slandering Dragon today?
Because it's fun.
For real.
That's
There's
true.
been a lot of like gay couples and shit.
Like,
It's just crazy how when Pixar does it, where they make a movie about it. It wasn't even a movie about it. It was just one of the characters.
movie that I have to have.
And then Disney has
Yeah.
all the villains. Back in the day, all the villains were queer coded. All of them, literally.
Oh
Ursula was
Arabian
based off
Night
of a drag
guy?
queen. Ursula was based off of a drag queen. I'm trying to remember a lot. Literally, everybody had queer influence if they were a villain back then. All of them. And it was like, y'all, they know what they're doing.
No, not Gustav. Gustav was
Gustav, wait, are you talking about the from who? What? Where?
Tarzan? Oh no,
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't
Hairy
Gustav?
guy.
Didn't he? Wait. Didn't he have a crush on his little, or his minion had a crush on him?
Yeah, and me had a crush on him. Well, I think it was more like a man crush. Like, oh, I wish I was like this guy. Or
Didn't he suck his toes in one scene? On, like, the musical?
oh God, no! I hope he did it because
It was in the
I
musical. I think he was like praising him, and then like he like rubbed his feet, and like his eyebrows were wrinkling, and then his mouth got all watery. I don't know.
Disney has very crisp animations. I do not want to see sucking it of any kind in Disney shows.
Sucking every time. Well, there's definitely a couple sucking scenes.
Jesus Christ, why you say it like that?
Why you say it like
Sucking
that?
scene?
Oh, there's definitely been a couple sucking scenes.
Like them drinking, like them drinking tea or so. I don't know, bro.
That's sipping, not sucking.
Sipping, not sucking.
You know you're sucking. Kaizen, you know what I mean by sucking.
I mean, Never know. You never know. Back in the day, it was wild.
Back in the day was wild.
I want to talk about some fucking anime tropes that I really fucking hated.
That's like what?
The fact that's like when just the trope of bitches just getting away with shit just because they were confused. Not just friendship things, but I'm talking about like let's say like the main character walk into his house and he just see like a whole naked bitch right there. Just broke into his house. You know what's gonna happen? She gonna beat the absolute fuck out of him.
Yeah.
And act like he was in the wrong for walking in his house while a strange naked bitch is in there. And he's just sitting there confused, ass beat it, and she's like, now let me explain why I'm here. And he's just sitting there pissed, naked bitch in his house, ass beat it, not know what the fuck is going on, and
Ass
you go
beated.
ass beat it. And you gonna have me trying to think I have the cognitive dissonance to know what the fuck you're talking about?
Yeah,
You don't know how to spell those words you just said.
You right.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That's like it's like that's here and there for me because most of them, the guy will stand there for like a good 50 seconds. It's like, bro, close the damn door. But it's
my house!
They'll take like a brief look and then they'll close the door. They'll take a 50-second look. Like, bro, you don't need 50 seconds to register that it's a whole naked female.
In my house!
Imagine, your door is locked, your windows are locked, everything is locked. You walk in that motherfucker, everything is still locked, but there's a naked bitch in your house. You'll be dumbfounded saying, did I eat those hallucinants, like, before I came in here? Like, I'll be confused too, because all my shit's locked.
Why are you in my house? Why are you naked?
Yeah,
Did you touch my PlayStation, bitch?
Maybe for the house.
Oh my God.
Like, but like, if it's like like you're in the locker room and you're like going for the locker room, you see.
Okay, now that's different. That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Yeah.
not the
One of
trope
those
that they talk
scenes,
about, but-
Dre, do you remember that one scene in JoJo when that short guy went to his mom's house and sat in his mom's, like sat on the couch, had a whole conversation, like, your son, even though I'm a grown adult, he's bullying me. And the mom was like, oh my God, my son. Oh, and she just, first of all, if a grown man came to my door and asked for my mom and was snitching on me, first of all, my mom would look like, ooh, you're a grown man. Second of all, my son's literally only like 19, so if you're doing what? Like, it would be weird. It would just be a weird scenario. It was like, you're both adults, go handle it. But instead, she was like, nah, come on in, sip some tea. You said, what about my son? Some complete stranger that I don't know? Go ahead and tell me stuff.
Part 3 was wild because JoJo, he cursed the fuck out of him. He said, shut up, bitch. I'm like, God. What's wrong with you?
Also, that happens
And
in
she still
anime
loved
games too. Not think about that anime-ish games. Because I was playing Persona 5 Strikers, and there was one scene all the dudes were chilling in a bathhouse. Then out of nowhere the girls came in and they was like perverts, and they beat the fuck out of them. They were chilling in the bath. We were here first. You gonna beat my ass? I'm chilling.
Oh my god. That's just crazy.
Your ass should have waited your motherfucking turn.
Shaking my damn head.
Yeah, but they just chilling.
Yo musty pussy can wait. God damn it.
Bro, and you know what the also sucky part is when the guy gets pushed, he gets pushed into the the woman's breast, bro, and then they get slapped for it. It's like, bro,
You saw me get pushed. You saw me. You seen it happen to me. I am a victim.
It happened to me. I'm more a victim than your damn titties, bitch. Newsflash, they smell like fish. Get out my face.
I don't know why I still hang with you.
oh my god. And then they forget about the next day though. So
Uh-huh.
that's the funny thing. They
A lot of these,
forget the
but and you know what? That's also a thing. That's also Japan fetishizing abuse. Cause a lot of people would love for bitches to step on them now.
Oh.
I wasn't because of anime. I think that's just.
I'm blaming that on.
No,
I'm
honestly,
blaming that on anime.
No. Honestly, I'll defend them.
Parent,
I'll defend them and say this,
Calm
right?
down.
I'll defend them and say this. Japan has always been more sexually expressant and like open than America, and so like, it's not that they're fetishizing abuse. It's just that there are genuinely people like they have. It's been in their culture. They like that. Like it's something that they're into, and so.
Don't say they, just some of them.
I mean, let's be real here. If you read like statistics on it, right? They are like the porn over there. Everything over there is just genuinely like American porn is trash. You can't even access some of the porn they have because it's physical copies and shit. And a lot of people do say that it's just genuinely better over there because they're not scared of like they don't give a fuck about what you have to say about it. They're just gonna do what they want to do.
That and it's censored too, so they can do pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen some of the shit they do? Like, they do like this fucking high school role play. The guy dies, comes back as a girl, but with a huge ass wang. I'm like, what am I watching?
I hate that.
And every time she or he, wherever they do, it just gets bigger and bigger. It's like, whoa!
They be doing a lot of
Whoa!
a lot of wacky goofy ass shit. There be so many, bro. It's some wacky goofy ass shit, bro. So fucking.
Speaking of big and wacky, One Piece and their titties.
Yes.
Bro, right with the anime. You saw that shit?
Yeah, that was smooth, man. Respect you.
We bring it to anime.
That's just One Piece. That's just One Piece. They love like showing titties jiggle and all that. I like
Yeah.
One Piece does it. What's that shit called?
Because it's for shonen. It's shonen, and guess what holds little boys' attention? Titties.
Physics. Oh, titties. Yeah.
A lot of them. Fucking. I remember probably like. I haven't seen like all Naruto, but I remember when Lady Tsunade showed up with her tits jiggling. I bet you everybody was like, "Holy shit!"
Right?
They were blown up back.
Hey, does this count as anime?
Huh.
The new Pokemon femboy.
Go.
Pokemon does count as anime.
That's anime. Yeah.
Because I actually love that they specify their gender as soon as it started, and because you have all of the creeps, right? This proves to every person who doesn't understand masculinity and femininity, it's not that hetero men are attracted to females. Most of the time, it's the femininity in the way that they present themselves. Every straight man was like, "Oh, she's so hot." Then when they found out it's a man, they were like, "Whoa."
Craziest part is that's a child too.
Don't lump me in.
A child, bro.
Please don't lump me in with Pokemon fans.
Bro, with that.
He just exposed himself. Get him.
So fucking weird, dude.
He is one of them, and yes, it's a child, but that was just an example of how quick Twitter took that and was like, "Whoa, hot." Then they find out it's a man. What? Oh, it's not even that hot anymore. Like they didn't.
It should have been hot in the first place.
It's a child.
Like ambiguous. Like there's there's such thing. What's the word? Ambiguous
Ambiguous,
characters
yeah.
out there. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally all he was.
Misty
that one
wants to
Naruto scene?
get fucked a
You know-
lot. Niggas want to fuck Misty so bad.
You
She
know that
was
one
10.
Naruto scene when that one.
I can not agree with that. What's the word I'm looking for? I can argue. Whatever. It's because we grew up with certain characters. So growing up as babies, we'll have certain attachments to certain characters. Like when I went through puberty, I had the maddest crush on the female protagonist Pokemon Black. It was Hilda in the game.
Hilda? Yeah, Hilda.
Yeah, I was just tugging. I was like,
All right, we gonna move it past what you saying. What you say, Aloe?
I was gonna say, a better example, right? That's do you remember when Naruto had a crush on that one boy in the show, but he found out he didn't know it was a boy at the time, right?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. He was attracted to the femininity because
wait,
he didn't know.
there? No,
You
it wasn't
remember?
attraction there.
Wasn't
It
Naruto
was,
like, whoa, she's hot? Didn't he say that? Or
Yeah,
somebody?
said something like that.
Like, whoa, you're super pretty, lady. And then Haku was like, I'm actually a guy, and he was like,
And then
oh.
he was like disgusted, like, what the fuck?
Nah, he was disgusted. He was like, what? Nah, no way.
Ain't no way.
Hot as hell.
Holy shit.
But that was just my point. It's like it's not more than just like you would never know. Like there's you would be surprised a lot of the openness people would have if they just realized that, hey, maybe I'm just attracted to the femininity and the presentation of somebody. Maybe it's not always about getting to third base.
But we're gonna wrap this up soon. Rise Blue, any final words?
Turn the frogs gay.
Turn the frogs gay. That's what I'm saying. Kaizen VA, any final words? I respect that shit. Aloe vera sauce. Any final words?
Speaking of frogs, why does every black movie in Disney and Pixar got to be an animal or a spirit? Why can't we just be humans? Why we got to be dead or an animal? That's all I got to say. Fuck you. Fuck all y'all. Fuck y'all Disney bitches.
And every time they give a black person a superpower, that nigga gotta be elemental.
A lightning or black. Like it's
Power
just
Man. Power
We
Man.
never had Black Lightning before.
They also had fire too. They also did fire too.
Yeah, with raps.
Raps. Cause motherfuckers piss hot fire. Alright, I'm gonna see y'all later. I love y'all. I hope your mommy, your daddy. I'm talking to fans. I hope your mommy, your daddy, your auntie, your uncle. I hope your granddaddy, your grandmommy. They hope all them good. Your little brother, your little sister. Yeah, that one too. You remember your kindergarten teacher? Yeah, you know the one, the kindergarten teacher. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard she died,
Jenkins.
but you know what? I need you to go hit up her son because he probably fucked up about it. See if he good. I love y'all. Bye.